10 seconds to load before my live popped in. 10 seconds had went by. But okay, that's okay. I don't know what's going on with the new Facebook thing, and it's moving slow and it's dragging, but that's okay. Hello, everyone. Thought I would drop in. I thought it would drop in. I pray everyone is well. Everyone is holding on and being mindful of safety and health precautions as we're dealing with this COVID thing, um, and just trying to navigate through all that's happening in our city and our world. Right? I know it's been a while. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. So you guys have the part of the new me that does speak up. Um, but part of me always was a quiet one that liked to sit back and observe and process. Um, and so please forgive me for not being too present. A lot of people are still doing a lot of talking. So um, sometimes it's good to sit back and just observe and listen while everyone else is talking, so that you're not part of all the clatter and clutter that's going on in a heightened time, because we have been in a total state of heightened emotions and behaviors and activities, with what has been taking place, especially after being locked in and sheltered in for about 2 months, going on 3 months. Um, was just at the edge of setting off the emotions that have been released and activated, the chaos that has uproared. And I'm not saying that it's bad chaos, I'm not saying that at all, but it took that still place for a new set of observation by others around us to what has been happening for years and centuries, or even recent. Someone may have experienced that. And so my mindset matter today, check in today, is to just kind of talk a little bit about that, right? Because we had and have heard a lot of conversation about um, just abuse in so many forms, right? Especially when it comes to the sensitive topic of racism. And so, what does that look like when we talk about abuse and racism, institutional racism, and um, just racism at large, right? It does bring by feelings of violation and being violated. And so we can like put that in a manner of having those sensations of abuse, especially when these behaviors and these actions are inflicted upon one through a relationship, or VIA, a relationship, or a space where there should have been a bond of trust and a bond of trust when it comes to providing a service or something like that, right? And so, hospitals, schools, churches, agencies where you're going to get your services, a lot of that was going on. I know myself was dealing with institutionalized racism and discrimination, and abuse, leading up into this whole COVID thing, and even before that, in of my children in the school system, right? Well, I'm not going to say the school system, but the school that they were, attending. And so that does leave sometimes just a residue, of hurt, of betrayal, of frustrations, right? It leaves that residue of, where's my voice in that? Because everyone has a right to be treated with dignity. Everyone has a right to be treated with compassion and respect, right? Even children. even children, no matter, I'm not saying for them to be disrespectful and it's to slide, but when you have children that are dealing with um, disabilities, they most definitely have a voice too, even though they may not know how to use theirs accordingly. You also have a right to be treated with full confidence, and also, be a part of that process, right? Be a part of that process and have a right to feel okay to express your emotions and how things are making you feel, and how and what that will look like, for the changes to come about so your needs are met to have those things corrected, right? Right. And so, just checking in today with all of this going on, and just, have been sitting today, and just, as I had to go out today and I drive through the city, and you look and you just feel so disappointed because no one thought about the next day. The next day. What are our resources for the next day when they were destroying everything, right? Gas stations, that quick run for milk is not possible anymore. That quick run for a loaf of bread, or just some medicine, aspirin, or something for a baby if they're sick, or a seniors, or something like that. So, yes, it's a little upsetting, and so with all of that transition, and then everyone's rioting and everyone's protesting, and the conversations are becoming heated. Yet I could say it looks like, some good results are coming out of it, but there's a lot of emotions there. A lot of emotions there because there is hurt, right? The brain and your emotions and your state is at a heightened and hyper vigilance, right? You're on the lookout, right, to be hurt. You're looking on the lookout to guard yourself about being violated. Bless the families who's lost loved ones at the hands of those that are being open with their abusive behavior and their murderous activities, right, among human beings that deserve and have a right to be respected and to be given dignity, right? And so, with all of that happening, there's a normal state of reaction of feeling like you have no control, and there is lack of control or helpless. What can I do, right? And so everyone is coming together and they're creating a plan and they're working on strategies. But that is great and well, but let's talk about personally. You personally, as a being, as a human, as someone created with emotions and in a voice, right, and a mind and a heart and a body that's reacting to all the stress and stressors of what's going on, and in just the activity of feeling like things are out of control, and you have to have a change now. You have to demand, you have to have some ground. So, just briefly and quickly, when you have that, right, those uncomfortable symptoms, right, because it's normal to have that. It's normal to have that when life is out of control, when things happen that's out of your control, when things happen that you don't have control of, yet you get this burning sensation to have a control. So let's talk about a couple tools, right, of what you could do to help you in those moments so that you are successful in those meetings. You are successful continually to take care of your family and to have your family and your needs met during this time, right? Because we already was in a pandemic state and things were already kind of struggling. So, remember to keep yourself in control when you want to, right? You have a way to do that. What is ABC 123 10 9 8 7 6, whatever you need to do. Breathe. A lot of times that's just breathe, breathe, and remember to exhale and inhale. That triggers the body and the mind to reset, to calm down and reset, so you can go forward, right? And with respect and with words that are heard and not within a screaming match, right? You allow your body to, be able to receive, recognize, and respond to the triggers that might cause you to begin to feel out of control, like, right? And identify early signs that starts you to being out of control, and know when things are getting much worse. It's okay to be transparent. It's okay to say, hey, wait a minute, I need to step away. Wait a minute, I think we need to stop and start all over again, right? Because these emotions and this heightened state and this rush state does have afflictions on the body when it's continual, continual, and it deepens the trauma, right? Just the stories and the repeated playing of the videos and the incidents and the funerals and the court cases brings about and will trigger those things. And know that, it brings about emotions is healthy for you, and there's a way to express emotions that are healthy for you, and there's a way to express emotions that is not healthy. And so we are doing a check-in to make sure that you are checking in on yourself, that those emotions are healthy for you, right? Um, whew, just have to breathe, right? And remember, there are times that it's perfectly fine to be out of control. But it's how you are expressing being out of control, right? And sometimes you have to do that just to overcome that moment of that's totally frustrating. If you're dealing with grief, watching these horrible tragedies again, right? You just angry, just pulling yourself back and just laughing and crying and maybe some singing. I woke up this morning with just a song in my mind, and I've been singing it and playing it over and over again because things are catching up. But like spiritually, it's at a place where it activates before my emotions and my self activates in a negative way. And so, my song today has been To Worship You I Live. And that has reminded me that if I stay in that place, that safe place that allows me to heal and to allows me to have peace and allows me to have rest, I can live. I can live with my neighbor. I can live with that one or that one thing that causes me fear or causes me some frustration. And right now there's a lot of those things going on, but that's okay. I can live, right? My melodic being is catching up with the melody of the atmosphere and the hemisphere. And that brings me healing. That brings me healing. And so what brings you healing in your daily maintenance? Remember, after you acknowledge all of that, there is daily maintenance. It's okay to have a daily maintenance plan, self-care plan, whatever you decide or want to call that, right? My video went out. We went through this before with Facebook Live. Video goes out, video comes in. But guess what? I'm going to keep talking. You can join me on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, actually, for the continual playing of this. I will on YouTube channel at Towns, MACOTC, right? The flow life, faithfully living out wisdom, where we're having those talks and those hard talks. And so continue on with the self-care, the daily maintenance plan. That can be simple. Making sure that we eat healthy, drinking 6 to 8 ounces of water, that your body stays nourished and fresh, exercise, but most definitely rest. And it may be hard for you to rest. And take time out breaks to rest, right? Listen to music, read a book, write it down. Write what's playing in your head. Write what's playing in your heart over and over again, right? Write down what has caused you that uneasiness, right? Avoid the things that cause you to be restless. Too much caffeine, secondhand smoke, all those things, because you want to feel well during this, right? It takes a lot to give out, to speak, and to be in the midst of others. Take time to separate from those activities if you're out protesting and at meetings and things like that, and allow yourself to calm and to breathe down. Now, listen, look, and remember during this time that remember what your triggers are. What triggers you? What does that feel like when you feel like everything is out of control? You know what triggers you, right? Not only everything that's going on, but then, like you say, visualize what's in the mind or what picks you to flash and have thoughts of other incidents unrelated, but you may have those similar feelings, right? And emotions, right? And so your triggers, how that brings you into that state, so at this time, the words people are saying, the atmospheres that you're in may trigger you. And remember just to make a plan. You make a plan. But also remember that you come first, and it's okay to have these feelings. Don't let anyone tell you it's not okay to react to this, that something's wrong with you because you're having headaches, or you're feeling weak, or extra thirsty, or you eat a little bit more, or you're a little bit frustrated and your words are a little fast and your voice is a little heightened because you're extreme stress and tense. Your mind is going, your adrenaline is rushing. Be mindful. Have a maintenance plan in the midst of this, right? Because mindset matters, and matters of the mind creates your setting. And so we want to be mindful of those things so that you could think straight, so that you can strategize, so that you can follow out and follow through with your peers, the plan of action to get the results that you have intended or launched out to get. But once again, I just come and drop in to do a check-in and say, hey, remember your mindset, remember your daily maintenance plan. It's okay to feel out of control during these times, right? But it's how you're processing those moments of feeling out of control, right? It's okay to sit back and to reshift your mindset and to reprogram your mindset from the negative words and the actions of others and the activities of your day, and can remember to tell yourself it is okay. This is for the good. I am doing good. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't their fault, right? We are going to work together to get a positive result. Our work is for the end result of policy change, that all are safe and all are respected and protected. And it's okay to remind yourself when you're feeling weak, tired, headache, know that your body has been triggered. Step back, breathe, and reset, refuel, refocus, and get up and get out there again. Right? Be okay with that. So I just hope that was something that would help, that has helped and could help you. Just doing that check-in. If you need further information, please, once again, Facebook Live video stop playing. Voices are still going, but if you really actually want to see me or see the voice, the face behind the voice, check in on my YouTube channel or coachttowns, the FLOWlife41@gmail.com. Send me an email if you have questions or you need some information. Please, I would love to have you send me an email, drop me a message on my Facebook page, right? The Flow Life, or Coach T Towns on Facebook. But most definitely, meet me on Thursdays, 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. at bgknetwork.org at the Flow. Once again, Convos on the Couch. Let's continue these conversations. Let's continue to encourage each other. Let's continue to be strengthened. Let's continue to be strong. And let's continue to be light. Let's continue to have compassion, and compassion enough to bring about the voice that's going to cause impact and change. Until next time, this is Trianda D. Towns with The Flow here on this hour. Until next time, bye-bye.